Hello, this is part 4 of how to build a learning lab course. Specifically, I'm building one about navigating older or larger repositories. So yes, if you've been able to take a look at the other ones or tune in for those, it's when we chose the topic, got the flow of the course, all that good stuff. Last time we got the template repository, not perfect, but hopefully functional. And today I want to get the config actually workable. So last time also, let me make this screen a bit bright for myself. Okay. I got the before step actually done so that it's create an issue, all the things that I want to happen before the learner has to do anything. You'll see there's a lot here. There's a lot here because the whole purpose of this course is to have some context of a little bit noisier repository. So this is more than I would typically do before, but let's not go through all that too much. I want to get this course working today. I want to get it up and running. So I'm going to go through these steps, and these are all pseudocoded out right now, at least for me, the amount of pseudocode that I like to have on them. But I want to walk through and make these the appropriate syntax. Apologies for city noise, if you can hear that siren. Hope everybody's okay. All right, so the title of this step is to close the linked issue. Description, I can put more detail in later. Not worried about that today. Event issues closed. The events are already done. It's really just these action things. So I'm going to, in fact, I don't really need to know the files, but I do want to pull up the docs and have those here so that I can go through, and I'm going to click on the available actions. I just want to be able to go through and find the syntax really quickly. This doesn't work super great in my size of screen, but that's fine. All right, so the type is to create an issue. So I'm just going to click on the available actions. And again, for those of you that might be using the course builder, this is probably a very different interface than what you would see. I'm just kind of roughing it the old way, the way that I'm used to doing it, just to kind of get used to streaming and writing a course at the same time. But I really want to get into the course builder UI more later, maybe in some other courses. All right, so type create issue, okay. And then it's going to need a title. The title, let's say, close the linked, or no, this is going to be a duplicate welcome issue. So that's what I want the title to be. And then the body is going to be O1 crosslink. And if you're noticing, so how the structure of all these files, there's in this repository, so this I'll close, that's the template repository. Everything from README up is the course repository. There's a config.yml that I'm working in right now. And then all of these responses are in this responses directory. So when I want to reference a response, I don't have to do the whole path. I can just do the name of it. As long as it's in the responses directory, Learning Lab knows what to do. So that's great. And then comments, this is optional. I don't want there to be any comments. I just want it to open the issue, and that's that. There's also an optional data field. So if there's something that I want to from the payload, when this action happens, this is a API event, and there's a response payload. If I wanted to store something from that payload for a different part of still step 1, then I would do that with this data field, but I don't really need to do that right now. So I'm gonna skip it. And then, no, this is not welcome. It's create a crosslink. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take a look at what this file is so I name it properly. So O1 crosslink, and it's about finding relevant history. So I'm going to name this one find similar issue for now. I can always go back and change it later. So find the similar issue. And then respond in both welcome issues with O1 next step. So that's actually going to be a couple of different actions. So I'm going to have the action, well, 2 different actions, the same one, twice. Create, let's see, I think it's respond. Yes. So type is pretty straightforward. Type is respond. And then with, so we could just say with and then something, and it would respond in whatever the payload is here. So the linked issue that is closed. So that one is fine. So we can do O1 next step. That's fine. But for the second issue, because there's the welcome issue that they closed, if you remember from the other, the flow of it, and then there's the one that was like the actual one that had the instructions. So this is also going to be a type respond, and we're going to respond with the same thing. So the point of this response is not to like give them really new information. It's just to help the learner, no matter where they end up clicking, no matter where they end up, give them a really clear path to where the next set of instructions are. So with next step, in the issue, and then let's find the title of the issue up here. So we create the welcome issue. This is the existing welcome. So I want it to be in welcome to this repository, I think. We'll find out as we go through the course, hopefully today. All right, so step 1, check. It's probably not perfect, but I think it's good enough. All right, step 2, create a cross-link. So all this part is fine. Ooh, gates, that's gonna be fun. So gates are ways to validate if the user has done something right or not. You can do a whole lot with regex here, but let's get into it. So let's scoot this window. Scooch, scooch, scooch. Scooch, scooch. No, scooch this over too. Okay. So the type is going to be a gate. And we've got, so a gate is always like it's either equal or it's not, like it's true or it's not with an operator, usually equals. So the left, we want to be one thing. I'm not sure, we'll say the comment. And then operator is going to be equals, triple equals. And then right is going to be the correct issue. Obviously this is still a level of pseudocode as I'm walking myself through it. We want to make sure that they're referencing the correct issue. So let's figure out what that is and then how we're supposed to say that. So the instructions that they were supposed to follow were O1 crosslink. And in O1 crosslink, we say, and then this issue has content similar to another issue. Okay, so I have to follow this wild goose chase back to the config. Where was did I already create that issue? Or do I need to open 2 issues at the end of step 1? There's the 2 welcome issues, a pull request, and I think that's all pull requests. Okay. So I need to create welcome issue. Okay. Find the crosslink and close it. Okay, they close it. And then a second one is a different. Okay, so I was just trying to figure out if it's exactly the same, like if it's the welcome issue only that's duplicated, or if I have them do that a second time. Looks like I have them do it a second time. So I'm gonna need to open another issue than I have right now. So here I'm going to also create another issue type, create issue, title. There's something similar here. Not super creative, but that's fine. And the body is going to be O1. I do that O1 because it's in step 1. The similar crosslink.md. And then I'm just going to open, create this file, and a file with the same name, the similar crosslink.md. And here, just so that I can remember it, the similar one, this is a similar issue to O1 crosslink.md and should be whatever the instructions say to do, cross-linked. Okay, this is obviously going to change later. I do this very much in layers of pseudocode to keep my head straight. Okay, so what we are checking is that the comment that, when they make a comment, they make a cross-link, we want to grab that comment, we're going to parse it and look to make sure that it has something that's equal to a link to the correct issue. I'm thinking what could be tricky here is, so on GitHub, as you probably know, if I do like go to Brianna Marie, let's go to my recipes thing. I just want to talk about the cross-linking thing and how we can figure out how exactly we're going to parse for that. Because at first I thought that would be super easy, but maybe it won't. Because if I wanted to cross-link to, I could go just say like number 13 and that would cross-link, or I could actually put the URL in there. So we're gonna have to see if there's all the different things, I think, all the different possible ways. We're gonna have to check if it's this, that, or the other thing. Unless we're lazy and we just check for the number of the issue, because that would be in the URL anyway. That's where I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start there. I'm gonna start simple. So the issue number, let's see. Okay, gate payload. So I'm gonna need to figure out what that URL's, gotta think through this. I'm gonna need to look for more examples of this that's like more straight up regex. And to do that, I'm gonna go to, there's a markdown one. No, not managing merge conflicts, communicating using markdown. So this is all open source. Something that's really helpful if you're building courses is to look at some of the open source examples that are out there and just see like, okay, how does this work? And if I remember right, the Markdown course has quite a bit of regex probably. So I'm looking for gates. Here we go. This is the mess that I'm gonna get into. So I'm gonna be looking, oh great, and this also helps me out here. I see payload comment body, that's great. I'm just gonna copy that right now. I also see the operator is not equals, it is test. So that's real good to know. So I'm gonna have that there. So I know it's payload comment body. The operator is test. And then here I'm gonna get real fancy with my regex. And I need to figure out the number. Regex for the number portion of the URL. What is that URL gonna be? It is going to be, so this is tricky. This might just be easier to figure out going through it because I don't want to count. But I can count. So the way this is going to be done is in order, unless the user creates something that they shouldn't, that it could get into trouble there. Issues and pull requests all get into the same bucket and just counts up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm realizing I should have figured out exactly which issue. Oh, that's right, 6. Okay, I remember. It's 7, 8. So 8 is the one that I want to look out for. So I just need to get some regex that's like, look for the number 8. If any one of y'all watching, y'all 2 superstars, hello Hector, presumably, and whoever else, I'm glad you're here. If you love regex, you know, don't be shy. You're welcome to give me spoilers on what exactly this is supposed to look like. So I just want to see if it's going to test like a link for like a number 13. Let's just try that. Regex to me, it's like every time I learn about it, I have to just start over again. I like never can remember anything about it. This looks right, but this can't. Let's test this out a little bit. I wish I wouldn't have closed that recipes tab. Brianna Marie. Nope, that's not how it works. GitHub.com/Brianna Marie /recipes/issues. I'm just gonna look at some of the different, like full link. Okay, so here I want to also have that be detected. Beautiful. Wait. Capturing group number 1, multiple captures. Okay, so if I do just 1, is it going to get captured? No. Okay, good. Okay. That should be fine. That should be enough detail. So I'm gonna just copy this, I guess. So it's the parentheses here. Let me look at the example again. Wow, okay. Lord help us all with our regex. I'm gonna just copy this from here and then try to bust that into something that matches what I just came up with, and we're gonna hope for the best. And then what I had in the regex thing looked like, I'm gonna look at that and get hungry, looked like parentheses 13, and I don't know what this plus sign means. Man, match one or more. I don't really care if it's one or more, I just care if it matches. So if there's more, then it can stop trying to figure it out, right? I don't know. Okay. Let's just go with, sorry, I have to keep my phone volume on because I'm awaiting an important but unlikely to come call. Okay. Yeah, let's try that. Let's go with that. Oh, but also not 13. It was 6. Okay. So we're listening for 6. That's probably going to be something that's not like the best test. So later on, after I get, like what I'm doing now is getting it just barely working. And then I want to later get it very well working, including if people mess things up. But I'm not there right now, and that's okay. Can't do it all in one fell swoop. Except I messed this up because that doesn't belong there. That belongs on the left, and this is gate. Okay, we'll see how it goes. This is great. This is the payload comment.body, so you can test any part of the payload that's coming back. Once I start testing it, so I'm going to hook it up with SME. That'll be a really helpful way to look at that. But let's move forward. So left, do I want to validate it as a description? No. Right now I don't care. I'm actually going to remove that. And then type respond. I'm looking at the clock and realizing we're only on step 2. No, hurry. I want to get this working today. And then the respond event, so I think I need to just fully talk less and just get to it. Respond with, and then issue. Those are the things I need to say. Okay, so respond with, and then the issue is going to be in this, it's in the same place. So that's fine. I don't need the issue thing. Okay, moving forward. Find a commit, type gate. Crud, I did this to myself. It's okay. I'm just gonna copy this. So my dog's behind me has a nice big stretch. Let's do this good old copy paste magic. So the gate, and I want it to validate for the SHA or link or whatever we decide to ask for. So let's make sure what we're asking for in O2 find a commit is the SHA. And let's say at least the first, let's do like 6 characters. And then that way in our config, we don't have to validate like the whole entire thing. Let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's what we're looking for here. And we want it to, yeah, okay, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. And then we respond. I mean, it's not so bad, but I don't know fully that it's gonna work. With, and then O3 context. Okay. Cool. Finding info and context. Find context, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, 2 gates. All right, here we go. Okay, this is the last 2. I was about to curse my past self for this. So luckily, all the things that I'm doing are the same type of gates, and it's all like comments, so that's really helpful. I'm just gonna do some, I'm gonna copy and paste a lot of this news, so that it'll be easier. So the right is still payload, comment, body, in both cases, operators left, and then here I'm just gonna, as always, pseudocode so I'm not confused and working in a really chaotic mess. And then here I want to validate that the comment is in the proper pull request. Oh, this is different. So in this one I want to validate I'll do plain text, I guess. Let me look at some examples of gate again. I want to look at some plain text of the, so I want to, it's easier. Yeah. Payload pull request merged. No, let's go back to just the docs on gate, because this one's going to be different. It's not just testing regex up a comment. Not respond. Silly. It's gate. So the payload's under login, but this is the type of idea, like here. We want to make sure that the payload, oh, look, I can do multiple conditions. The payload something something is equal to the pull request URL. So let's just do pull request URL here, URL, and then here the payload something something. We're gonna have to figure out what that exactly is. GitHub. So I want to go to the developer guides on GitHub. That's not it. I'm just gonna find it from the docs. The events, because the steps block events is triggers. So once I find those, the event types and payloads, this is going to give us examples of all of the payload structures. So I'm going to be able to look and say the event that I'm looking for is an issue comment created, and I'm looking for the pull request URL basically, or something about it. Issue comment event. So issue comment dot created. Okay. So I'm, oh geez, that's probably small. That's small to me, it's probably real small to you. Okay. So I'm gonna look for, wait, where'd you go? Oh no, issue comment event. You there? Looks like you're at installation, not issue comment event. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm gonna look for the easiest thing to grab that is, that's definitely installation. So issue comment event. Here we go. So the issue URL would work, but also the number would work because I know what that's going to be. So I'm going to do that. It's the payload dot issue dot number, unless I need to go check that issue comment created is not a separate event than it is for like a pull request comment, because that would be very different. And I would think that it might be pull request event, pull request comment event. Ooh, it is different. Ooh. Oh, that's the review comment. That's not what I mean. Because a review comment is separate. That's like a really specific thing. Let's look for pull request event. Let's just start there. Action. I don't see anything about commented. Okay, I'm going to assume that the issue comment is the same. And then I just might be wrong. And we'll find out. And that'll be a great learning experience. So then this will be fine. We just need to figure out, this is just going to be like literally one. It's going to be a string of one, possibly. Let's find out with some examples. Let's look at the docs again here. I'm going to go back to the available actions. I'm going to go back to gate. And then I'm going to look at here. So that's just plain text. That is not in quotes. So I'm guessing it's fine if it's a number. Hopefully that won't screw anything up. Also, we'll find out, you know. Respond in the pull request where the comment was made. Great. So we don't need to specify. That's the default. And then I just realized up here it's gone. Type respond. And then with. And I also just want to double check. Sometimes it's with and sometimes it's body, depending on if it's like you're creating an issue, if it's a respond versus a new issue. Sometimes it's body and sometimes it's with. So I just want to double check. It's with. Okay. All right. Okay. this is looking okay. We got what? Oh yeah, we're 25 minutes in, only 2 more steps. What could possibly go wrong? Type is just a respond. Easy. Easy. In the pull request, okay. Once they assign themselves, okay. With, okay, that seems too easy now, I'm worried. Yeah, validated, yeah, here we go, this is a lot more vague. Validate that they did what we said. I was clearly losing steam in my detailed notes to myself. Because Lord knows what, what we're telling them to do is fix the build. Super clear. Shoot. We're gonna have to, oh, I remember. In the template repository, it has to do with spelling error. Gosh, I wish I would have, yeah, here we go, tricks. So we wanna make sure that their new commit, oh, this is not so bad, that their new commit involves the word tricks somehow. Okay, I'm feeling, once again, I need to fix this. Other than that, I'm feeling once again overconfident. So I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna remember that I have to go back to step 5. I'm just gonna paste this. Why doesn't that look right? Oh, and then here I'm just gonna test for the word tricks. And I'm gonna go back to that regex site and make sure that that works as well. There's probably more to regex than this. Oh, it's case sensitive? Yeah, it should be. They shouldn't be changing the cases of it. So that's fine. Send our own build status. Okay. This is one of my favorite actions, like responses that we can do for no reason. I just think it's cool. What's it called though? It's called create status. And it's just gonna be like, I just want it to be passing. Uh-oh, do these all have only failing examples? Because I don't know what the magic word is. Okay, this is good news. I'm reading this will default to the head commit from the webhook payload if available. Perfect, that means we don't have to specify a SHA, it just means whatever their, whatever their commit is, as long as it gets through the gate, then we will set it to success. Oh, okay, so maybe it's just success. That should maybe be under state. I'm gonna write myself a quick note here. Remind me to fix the options in docs for create status. Hope that's specific enough. So I think what I can just do is type create status and then state success. We're gonna find out. I'm so close to the end. And then type create issue. Again, let's head back on over to the type so I don't miss any of the fields. Title, body, comments. Okay. Title, congratulations. Congratulations. And then it's body, not with. 06, congratulations. Holy moly. This is probably still gonna have something that's wrong in it. I'm just gonna run it through a quick YAML validate. YAML end, here we go. And then I'm gonna commit it. Let's see, yep. There we go. Found it, found one. What's wrong? Did not bind the blank into the unmutable parsing of block at line 46, column 5. Okay, line 46, column 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it doesn't like this. It doesn't like that. As it probably just needs to go back. 1, maybe? Let's try it and we'll do it again. Let's go back and paste and go. Yay! That was a quick fix, if I ever saw one. So saving, I'm gonna go here, get S, oops, I need to CD into, let's see what we've got. CD into working in large repositories. You can see here, this is the course repository, this is the template repository. I'm I'm just doing this all on master because I'm going rogue. Well, actually, it's really not published even as a draft yet, so I'm not too worried about it. Git commit draft 1 final of config. Wait, I need to add things first. That makes sense. And I also, as I'm creating this, I'm thinking I want to double check that, so here's a problem that might happen. I heard this from my colleague John. So when I try to go through and test this, I already have a repository named working in large. No, that's fine. It should be fine because it's not going to create it on the organization page. So since this is under GitHub training, it'll be fine. But if I was creating this under my own user account, then I would want to be careful about how I'm naming these. Yeah, that's it. That's stuff. All right, let's get push. Ooh, I'm so excited. I hope it works. It never, at least for me, I'm not the kind of person that stuff just works the first time. So I'm not like optimistic. Wait, wouldn't even let me. I can't even type how to CD. When did I change that? Did I change that on purpose? Because I really don't think I did. Let's do some good old git diff. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so this is the one from Hector last time. I am going to do this one. Git commit -m. Let's do some git status first. Yeah, git commit -m. One more git tip, and then I'll push. Let me do git remote -v. Double check. Yeah. Okay. Git push. I think this will be fine. Let's get checkout master. Okay. Okay. I just wanted to make sure everything was pushed up there for when I'm about to try to import this bad boy. All right, heading over to lab.github.com, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna press the buttons. Oh wait, let me think this through. Since I created this repository on, I created this on with the course builder back on the first hour. I just want to look at if it might actually already have been trying to publish and just like failing. Let's find out. Dashboard. Courses. It's probably, yep. Would you look at that? Okie dokie. Latest course version is commit D782. And I'm going to look and see if that's the most recent commit on that I just pushed up. I could have done that locally, but I never want to do things the easy way. See, that's not the most recent commit. The most recent commit is 1C20B90. Okay, created at here. Okay, last update. Oh, I could have just looked at this. Last updated like a while ago. Okay, let's sync course manually. Yeah. I have it committed locally, so I'm like not as freaked out that something could go wrong that is going to be too destructive. No! Errors in the config file. Well, hot dog. That is a bummer. How am I going to find out what those are? I'm just going to, first of all, I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to CD back into my main repository. Remove characters that I didn't understand. I really need to get better at my commit messages, but you can't win them all. All right. Okay, so that's pushed. It still is D7. I'm going to, let's just try it again. I'm just going to try it. I don't expect it to go well, for the record, but I'm going to try it. Okay, yeah, okay, that's fine. Let's look at edit course. I want to see if what this looks like. Yeah, this does not have any of the stuff in it. So this is from the last time it synced. It sunk. I want to figure out what's going wrong in my config. And that's hard. That's hard to do. Oh, goodness gracious. What I can do, let me think. What's the best way to find out what's wrong in my config? I'll tell you what I don't want to do. I don't want to just like comment out everything and like import it step by step, but I think that might be the best tool at my disposal right now. Okay. That's fine. At least I can do this. What's the way to, can I do multi-line comments? Because I just would really like to. Oh God. Okay, well, here you go. This is what I'm gonna try because I have no other, if you have better ideas, you should let me know because I will see them in the chat and I will, by that time, probably be done with all this nonsense and then be like, gosh, I wish I would have had that idea before I typed about 200 hash symbols, you know? So the longer you wait, the more you're punishing us all. Yeah, this is gonna be my process of debugging. I know there's gotta be a better way. There's gotta be a better way. But I'll tell you what, I don't know what it is. Okay, so I'm saving that. Let's git commit, comment out many things to debug. And I swear to you, if I push this and I try to sync manually and it gives me the same song and dance, then we'll have learned something. All right, refresh this. I'm gonna just refresh this, make sure that it's fetching latest commit. Let's make sure it matches. It does. Okay. Oops. All right. And so it still is not doing anything there. I mean, which is not a great sign, right? Because that means it could be still trying to do it and just not able to. Fingers are all crossed. Damn. Okay, so still some errors. So what could the errors be? Well, it could be a lot of this nonsense in the before step. Here we go. Let's comment out the whole before step. That feels like too much. I'm gonna just comment out a lot of the before step. Let's do this incrementally, y'all, and see what we're able to do. Okay, let's do that. I mean, it is a lot of it. Commit -m, comment more of the config for debug. Git push. Sorry. And then we see what's going to happen. This should be there. The latest commit is correct. I'm gonna just close that because I keep clicking on it. Yeah, leave and leave. It's a guarantee that I'm gonna need to go back there. Okay, still not syncing automatically, which makes me think it's still gonna have a problem with my YAML, which is fine. Okay, it's fine because now we've really narrowed it down to such a small thing that it should be able to find what's going on. And just true to form, I'm gonna open this communicating using markdown thing back up. I'm gonna look at this config.yaml and I'm gonna compare it to my own current YAML, config YAML. See what am I missing? What's wrong? Okay, so we've got a title. That title's in quotes, but I really don't think that matters. Title, tagline, description. Is it that this isn't entered? Let's try it. Why not? Template, name, repo. They're backwards. I'll shift them. I'm not above that. I should also not be changing too much at once. Not above that. This also has preferences, but I don't need that. And tags, which I also don't need. Could it be? Nope, it's not that. Okay. Let's try it. Let's try it. let's wait. Am I missing anything here? Type. No, that looks the same. Okay. Git s, git add, git commit. Rearranging config metadata for debugging. Then we'll push. Then we'll cross our fingers, and we'll try to just be so optimistic and hope that it works well. I'm not optimistic just yet because I still think that once it's correct, I think it will update automatically. It's my theory. It's my new philosophy. Okay, sync course. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. Okay, let's go back to the docs. Create the building, create the repositories. Sure, did that. Content template block. Okay, template block. Name, repo description. Actually, let's see. Content for the cat. Content for the cat. Okay, so all of these are required. And I have them all. Oh, and here's an example. Let's click on that. Let's double check it against the sample course. Yeah, so this is not, they're not in quotes. And that looks like mine. Title, tagline, description, template, name, repo. It doesn't seem like it should be a problem. Okay. Why is this happening? It can find it, right? The repositories exist. Type, create issue, welcome. Let's make sure those files there's not typos there. That would be, surely it would be a problem. So 00 welcome minus issue.md. That is correct. 00 existing minus welcome.md. Dang. Nope, that's not it. Maybe it's this title. Maybe it doesn't like an exclamation point. Who knows? I'm trying anything. Remove exclamation for debugging. Let's see what we got. See what we can do. And we'll just refresh. I mean, if it was right, I would expect it to build, but it might not build like immediately. Like it might take like a second or something. But I feel like it's had a second. Let's sync the course. Because then it's going to go actively like grab the latest commit. Hot dog. Okay. So it's not happening. It's not working yet. Let's bring back the steps because maybe it is really offended that there's no steps and it just wants some steps. You know? It just wants like, give me at least a step. Maybe if it doesn't have a step, it's like, what's my purpose? So let's give it just a little bit. We'll give it something to work with and see if that makes a difference. Uncomment first step for debugging. Because once we can get it working like it all, then I can just start adding stuff in. Not the most efficient method, but once I can get it working at all, then we can have this like, it works now, it doesn't work later, and figure out what the difference is. And right now we don't have that. Ooh! Dun, 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 dun. That's great news. Last updated, and then it points here, latest course version. Congratulations to all of us, because this is great news. Now we know that everything that's uncommented is not broken. So now we can start the journey of why things are broken. So let's see. I'm trying to remember. I know once the course is published, if I were to open, like, if this is master and then I make a pull request with another branch, like uncomment everything on the branch, if I open a pull request and it's published, it should be like, hey, this is failing because of a bunch of reasons. So I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to publish this as private. I want to switch to private. It'll be public later, but I want to have that there. and I'm going to publish this course. So if it's private, then not everybody can do it. And as soon as I click that button, I'm gonna just make sure of that because, you know, let's see, because ooh, that's a place I got food from. It was really good. Okay, great. Cannot be found. So this is published. So what that means is now I'm going to uncomment everything, but I'm going to do it on another branch. So get checkout -b. Let's call it troubleshooting. And going to go here and let's go rogue because I think the pull request has some more validation there other than something's wrong with the config. I think it'll give you more detail. If anybody knows a faster way to do this thing too. Oh, that needs to stay commented. Oops. You know, this giant, if you know some secret. Oh, now that I say that out loud, I bet I could have used HTML. No, maybe not. I don't know if you can use HTML comments in YAML. I know you can in Markdown, but I'm not sure about YAML. Okay, 4 out of 6. This is like, I feel like I'm practicing piano of like trying to press the little arrows in the right order. Ah, okay, see, mess it up. And almost there. Oops, wow, screwed that one up. Okay, so this is going to be on a branch now, which is great. Git commit -m, uncomment everything. And then I'm going to git push -u origin troubleshooting. And I'm going to open pull request and see what I can see. And hopefully it's very illuminating. All right, uncomment everything. Oh. Uncomment everything. This pull request uncomments lots of things that were previously commented in an effort to debug. Pretty straightforward. I'm not needing a review right now. Like, that's not the purpose of this pull request. The purpose of this pull request to try and, yeah. So here we go. This is the stuff. Oh, it's step 5 that I never went back to. Y'all remember that? But you see what I mean? This is like a way more clear message. So I'm glad I did this. So the action type of gate where yep, let's find her. Let's find the guilty person. It's right here, line 97. So it's a gate. Validate that the comment is in the proper pull request. And I actually did that. Like all the work, I just needed to remove that. Oh, I hope that's the only thing that I did wrong. It got all the way to step 5, so you know, maybe that's the only thing I did wrong, which would be incredible. Remove that. Dang, nope, I'm not going to say that. Just remove leftover pseudo pseud. Is there a U in there? Yeah, it's gonna be fine. Okay, and git push. And those tests ran really fast on the pull request, which was great too. So the downside of this is if you don't have access, I don't know if this exists in drafts or not. This could have worked even without me making it private and publishing it. It worked, it deployed. Okay, I'm not even gonna worry about this, although I could just take it in this environment. So I know for a fact once it is published, whether it's private or public, then not only whenever anything's merged onto master does that like put a new version out there, but each pull request also is its own version. So I want to do this in another, okay. So this is actually like, I can test this as it is in a pull request without it being something that other people can see. Is that right? Yes, as a course author. So that's a really cool feature. I love that about this. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so I need to make a description still. That's fine. I'm not worried about that. Okay, so this is going to make, since this is currently published as private, which I can change later, it's going to make the course repository within the GitHub training, GitHub school organization, which is configured separately. I like don't even care. I'm just so excited to go through it. I hope that I can get through it. Even if I can't, I got it to a point where it was published today, and that was my goal, so I'm feeling pretty good. So I've joined the course. This is an unexpected, oh no. Let me just refresh and try it again. I celebrated far too soon. Okay, let's see if the repository exists. It does. This is great. Okay, so the repository does exist. Okay, so it's kind of hung up here that it says is being set up. I'm going to investigate that later, because right now I just want to see if your draft. Oh, okay, so here we go. Okay, I just want to see if I can get through it. So there's 3 issues created, 1 pull request. Okay. One of the issues, very helpfully, is a debug mode. So this is another thing that, like, I really wanted to just get it published because it's a lot easier to debug once it's up there. I'll take a look at this, but I don't want to. I want to pretend it's going to work great. Cannot read property. So this is of pull request, merge pull request 3. So one of the merge pull request things in the before step is a problem. We take a look at the pull requests. None of them were able to be merged. Only one of them was created. So that gives me some good hints into where things went wrong. So create pull request, done. This is where there was a problem. This merge pull request step, it said in the issue, or in the debug issue that was created, it said cannot read property number. So I'm guessing it doesn't know that it's looking for a title, and that I probably made a mistake. So let's go back to the available actions and look at the merge pull request action. Wait, merge branch versus merge pull request. Why would I could just do this instead. I'm gonna do merge branch. So merge pull requests exists in case I don't know what the branch name is, but I do know the branch name. So I'm gonna change all of these to merge branch. Merge branch, merge branch, merge branch. I think there were only 3, right? Or were there 4? That looks right. Okay. And then what else I need is just a head. So I can just use the branch name. Beautiful. So I can just do literally the same syntax as this. Save. Okay, so that's create. Here's another one. This is the second. Branch name is add new pages, so pull. Oh, and I'm gonna need to change pull request to head. Otherwise, it's gonna be like, that doesn't exist. You're making stuff up again. See more? Head and add navigation. Okay, let's see what this does. Get s, get add, get commit -m, change merge pull request to merge branch. So this is going to be on the same troubleshooting branch, which means a new deployment will be created, a new version. So I'm going to go try it there. So very exciting. That might be a slight problem because, let's see, let's look at the dashboard for it and see. Actually, no, I'm going to go back to the pull request. Zoom out a little bit. Because I'm hoping to see it here. Okay, so it's deployed, it's working on deployment. And once the draft course is created, it should also comment there and I can just click it. It'll be really cute. And then I'll just show environments, new deployment. Okay, so it's telling me the same thing. I'm gonna go to the dashboard. And I'm also going to just delete this repository manually. I'm pretty sure that there's a step for that to happen automatically, but I don't want to risk it. I just want to get this over with. Brianna Marie working in large repositories. Yeah, get out of here. I really am Brianna Marie. I really am. And then I'm looking, so here we can see the different versions on the left side, and I'm pretty sure I'm looking for 4.0.1. That's the most recent draft. And I'm going to go to the course page for that one specifically so I can join this course. Continue, and we'll see if it yells at me again. We'll see how it goes. Either way, I feel fantastic about this. I feel like I got a lot of progress. It's up there. Probably, I don't expect to be able to go all the way through it right now. That'd be really great, but I don't think I have time. So here's what it looks like. This is beautiful. So it worked better this time. So this is the step title and the step description that's in the config. I need to clean all that up, which is fine. This link is probably, I don't think I really spent much time getting, it just puts me to the repository. Eventually I want it to put me to the first issue. I'm looking at the pull requests. I see 3 closed, which means that they merged, which is beautiful. 1 open, which is also beautiful. I don't see a status on it though, which is interesting. Oh, because I need to change that. Okay. I'll come back to that. I don't want to get too caught up in that right now. I just want to see if I can get through it. So there's 2 welcomes, so it's going to be really important that I link them to the correct welcome. Let's find and close the cross-linked issue. So I'm like, oh look, there's a cross-link here. So that worked. Pew. Fabulous. And this one, it's like, hey, this is a duplicate issue, and I'm going to just close it. And then I hope that there's going to be a comment that comes in. Oh man, I never put the link in here. Damn, and it does it twice. Okay. Good to know. You know, next time I'm going to troubleshoot all this stuff. I just want to see if I can literally get through it. There's something similar here, find the similar issue. So it's find it and cross link. So I'm just going to similar number 8 and comment and see if, I just want to see if I can get through everything in 3 minutes. Probably not realistic, but girl can dream. 10 seconds, I'm refreshing, I'm still not seeing a comment. Okay, so maybe there's something wrong. Let's look at, no, still 3 issues, so no debugging issue. Maybe oh, you know what I bet it is? I bet that maybe I have it, oops. Maybe I have it looking in the wrong place, you know? Like it's not listening to the correct issue. Maybe. No. Don't see a debugging issue. Let's look. So I create a cross link. Oh, it's because I'm doing for 6 and it's supposed to be 8. Okay, well that's an easy fix. Okay. And that puts me about at time for today, but I feel pretty good about this. Let me just add and commit this. Correct gate for crosslink. And I'm going to push that up. And next time, hopefully, finish testing this. Be able to get through it completely with none of these weird little bugs, none of these weird, oh, it's this 8 and not a 6, and none of this, oh, the pull request is setting a status, but it's to the wrong commit. I don't think I'm going to have time to get into fixing up all of the responses next time. I think, just getting it working really, really smoothly will keep me busy enough. But, yeah, I'm excited. Thanks, everybody. I will see you next time. Next time, probably on Monday at the same time.